Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Claude Diamond here in beautiful Winter Park, Colorado. Um, I talk to a lot of people every day, people I'm doing deals with, people I'm training. The other day, I was speaking to one of my licensees, Justin Chamness, and he asked me a question about how I developed the business and how I did marketing over the course of years, pre-internet, during when the internet was early, and getting into it. And I thought it was very motivating, and I thought we discussed some points that I've never revealed before. So I want to share this video. It's about 20 minutes long, but there's some really cogent points in there. I think you'll really enjoy it. I'm going to go right to this now. And if you have some questions when we come back, I'll be glad to answer them. This is kind of an impromptu broadcast, but this was such a good interview, such a good recording with Justin. And I have his permission to do this. I'm going to play this for you right now. Tell me what you think. I really talk about how I developed basically a kitchen table business that has afforded us a great lifestyle. And I wanted to share with you how we utilize sales and marketing and all the other things. So hang on here. I'm going to go to share my screen, and then I'm going to play it for you. Decision.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell them, look, you can call me, you can email me, you can text me, you can schedule with me. Every Monday I have a group call. Here's my private, only Claudia and the kids and my clients have my private cell phone, not my Google Voice, my private number. If you have an emergency on Christmas morning, by all means, call me. Who gives that kind of accountability? And
Nobody.
Name me one other. Does anybody else have a business model like this?
Claude, one question. If you got 2 minutes before, I know you probably got to run, but
I'm good till the bottom of the hour.
okay. This question is in my mind about how you came up in the business yourself. So I've seen you on some, like, you showed us a video one time of you on a TV show. You've been advertised in, what was it, the Washington Post or New York Times, or hey, bye-bye, have a great day. And she's cute, Claude. You did good, man. How'd you pull that off?
We should get married.
You should. You better treat her right, man.
I've known her since she was 16 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And her parents still let me take her out.
Oh, that's how you did it. That's how you did it. Oh, I see. I see how you are. How old were you?
I was 17 and I turned 18 that night at 12 o'clock.
You old dog, you.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah, I was 2 years older than her.
So it looks like you were doing a lot of big guru type things. What point?
What do you mean by big guru type things?
Well, okay. If I were to ask 9 out of 10 people that are familiar with you, they would refer to you as a guru. One, because you've been around so long, your knowledge and skill level. I don't mean that in a derogatory way at all. That's a compliment.
How could you take that as a derogatory?
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Well, I mean, maybe your age, but you're not an old man. But you've been doing this for a long time.
Let's go out. Let's go for a 10-mile run, and I'll give you a 1-mile head start. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go for a 10-mile run.
9 miles, maybe. 9-mile head start. At what point, or did you, or maybe I'm just asking a question I've invented the parameters of in my own mind, but did you at some point decide, hey, I don't need to do the TV shows and the ads and the Wall Street Journal or whatever it is, and all these things. I'd rather have this boutique thing than, using your word, the boutique type shop, instead of pushing and pushing and pushing for more exposure, attention, limelight, what it may be. Does that make sense? What I'm asking?
It makes sense. It was an adaptation. Before the internet, all we had was newspapers and magazines as our primary. When people were going to buy or sell houses, they did classified ads. And they weren't cheap, by the way. I mean, a little ad in the LA Times or the New York Times or something like that is $100 for these little bitty ads. Remember them?
Yeah, I remember doing
In
that.
the old days, we used to take our yellow highlighter on every Sunday. I'd get all the newspapers and I'd yellow highlight all the houses for sale, for rent. And that's how I got started in the business. I'd call people up directly, phone skills and marketing. And then as the business grew, we had a bigger budget. We were literally spending, I wish Claudia was back in the room here because she writes the checks, $10,000 a month. And I'm talking Stone Age day.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're spending $10,000 a month, but you're making 6 figures a month, it makes sense. And that's all we had then. Then I slowly started to do mailers because, I'd have so many people contact me. We did postal mailers. We had a big database of postal mailers. So we'd mail out a newsletter. In fact, if did I ever send that to you, the old copies of the Lease Purchase Times?
I've got it. Yeah.
I mailed thousands of those out monthly. I mean, and they brought me in business and people were mailing me in money and checks for my packages. And some of those converted into mentoring. So that worked really well too, the postal mailing. Then I started to learn, and I hope this is okay to give you this long answer, but
this is incredible. Yeah.
This is an evolutionary process.
Yeah.
Then I discovered I had to face my greatest fear. This would be a good video to share with the group, maybe. My greatest fear was public speaking. But public speaking, man, if you speak in front of 2 nuns and a Boy Scout, you're going to make money today. Okay. Yeah. And I was scared to death of public speaking, but I read a few books by Dottie Walters, Dale Carnegie. I practiced, you've heard of Toastmasters.
Yeah.
I eventually overcame my fear. And this is the thing about entrepreneurs. We're willing to do what most people will not do. Overcome our fear.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I used to hyperventilate before a speaking gig. And I started speaking at real estate clubs and at business associations and every time I spoke, I made money. And I didn't have to do that run to the back of the room bullshit.
Yeah.
And so the speaking and how much does speaking cost? And I put on the little suit and the white shirt and the tie, the red or blue tie and everything. So that's where that went. And I still do, before the pandemic, I still spoke a couple times a year. Yeah. Every time I'd speak in like the one club, I'm a member and a keynote speaker for the San Diego Creative Investors Association. It's the largest real estate club in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in San Diego. And they invite me every year to speak. And I have a ball. And every time I speak, there's new people there. And I give them free books. I say, go to my webpage. Here's a free book.
Yeah.
All these, like 100, 200 people go to my webpage, register. All of a sudden, a whole new influx of people in my database. I send them a personalized video. I make one video. I send it to everybody with the free book attached. So that marketing worked good, and it cost me nothing.
Right.
Then eventually, and I did cable TV shows and regular TV shows. We were on, Claudia and I and our baby at the time were on a talk show one time. Anything I could do. There's no such thing as bad publicity. But this was all pre-internet days.
And that is a ton of content, a ton of work. That's like a business by itself, practically.
Right. And I did it all myself. I had a British secretary. So when she answered the phone, it was that musical little British accent and everything like that. But I did it. I did the sales. I did the deals. I did the marketing. Claudia did all the books and accounting. She took care of the kids, homeschooled the kids. I mean, when I say kitchen table millionaire, I mean, literally, we worked on the kitchen table doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so then I was still doing all these things. And then slowly we saw the newspaper circulation go down.
Yeah.
And the internet started with America Online and Prodigy, AOL, all these things. And I started to do some marketing on it. In the old days, we had just news groups.
Yeah.
And when the internet first started. So you start putting content on the news groups and look where it is today, where you and I were just talking about live streaming and YouTube and
for $50
and all this stuff.
Yeah. So So the internet basically is what's caused you to evolve to the systems that you.
The internet was not evolutionary, it was revolutionary. It was one of those, like in going from the horse to the car. It was one of those, it was like getting on the first airplane, you know? It was a revolutionary change in our culture.
So there is literally nothing that I should be considering doing really beyond virtual attraction marketing on a daily basis.
Well, how many leads do you need? Is there, if you do social media, virtual attraction marketing, like you're doing it brilliantly. You're all over the place. Man, I don't think a day goes by Justin Chamness doesn't come across.
Right.
Oh,
exactly.
Justin's on Periscope. He's on YouTube.
Exactly.
And, you know, shut up money, baby. You
know?
And you do this so well.
All right.
And you're just putting out content. And what do you think? Reverse engineer it. That's what I always do. What do you think the people who are watching you? Somebody on Periscope, oh, who's this shut up money guy? Let me check this out. Yeah. And they see you and they start getting, and they have an interest in real estate or sales and all the things you do. What do you think's going through their mind?
Somebody put a comment on one of my videos that said, this guy is smarter than he looks. Oh, that's hilarious.
You know what Liberace said? Some newspapers wrote some very nasty things about him, real hate speech in those days.
Yeah.
And somebody asked him, and you know, he was a famous piano player.
Oh yeah, lots of rings.
Oh, lots of rings and glitter. He was a showboat.
Yeah.
He was in Vegas and everything. But people were saying some very nasty. This was before the gay rights movement.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And someone asked him once, and this is one of those famous expressions that'll last through all time. They said, how can you stand it? They're writing these nasty things about you and all this. And he said, you know what? I'm crying all the way to the bank.
Right. That's great, man.
That's a great expression. And
I like it.
So you do what you got to do. We accept there's going to be trolls. There might be fair or unfair criticism. Sometimes it's fair criticism. I can accept that and everything. But in the end, who wins? The Chamness family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The cable bill is paid. You're sleeping at night. The washing machine breaks. You say, honey, just go order another one. I don't care. Whatever you want, sweetie. Yeah. You know, boom, the money's in the account. That's when life gets, the quality of life is just so good. You know, the short time on this planet.
We have never been happier as individuals or as a couple or a family than we are in 2020. And I know that sounds so crazy.
No, it sounds wonderful.
That's my reality.
You know what's my biggest problem? The biggest problem in my life?
What's that?
I don't have any problems. I don't have any shit to worry about.
You get fucking bored, right?
I got great kids. I married my girlfriend here, my sweetheart. We got mac and cheese on the table, whatever we want. And we're in good health, which is very important. That's what life's about. Not worrying about. See, I've been where other people have been. A job I hate. Sitting in a car in traffic, spilling coffee between my legs. Yeah. It's not the caffeine that keeps you awake. It's that stopping short and spilling that big before they invented coffee holders. And the thing is, having that minimal amount of control in your life. Yeah. Tell me how good that is.
Oh man, it's such a great place to be. I think part of what I'm experiencing is just me adjusting to how things are and just being okay with. It's like, man,
freedom. Do you know why there's so many unhappy people in the news? Not going to get political, but do you know why you see so many unhappy people? It's economics. Okay, a lot of them are destitute or lost their jobs. This pandemic didn't make things better. They're worried about money. They have responsibilities, and these are unhappy people. And I'm not trying to sound too materialistic here, but you remove the economic factors out of your life where you don't have to. I'm not talking about Jaguars and Lamborghinis in the garage or a lot of bling bling. I'm just talking about living life under your own terms.
Exactly. Yeah. Love you, Claude. You've helped make all this possible for me, dude, and I really appreciate it. man.
You do a great job. You're giving out super content. And did I answer your question before, by the way?
Yeah. But okay, so
it's evolutionary to revolutionary. Recognize the cultural shifts, the new technology. Buy good equipment. Don't buy cheap shit equipment with bad microphones.
Are you still able to make as much money though, Claude, doing this as you were with all the postcards, the ads, the everything?
I was making I'll never forget the day before I go. I was in law school. I was working. I was doing the real estate. I was doing the marketing. Claudia was working a job, and we had a newborn baby, and she had to get on airplanes and fly around a lot. Okay, yeah. She's got all kinds of degrees in nursing, and she went to different hospitals. And I remember the one day she came to me and she said, "You're making a lot of money. Would you mind if I stay home with the baby?" I said, "Yeah, honey." Wow. I remember that. You know those moments in life you remember? Oh, yeah. That's sure. One of those moments in life, and I'm not a chauvinist, but that's when a man feels like a man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. My wife can stay home with the baby, with the kid and everything, which is what she wanted. They don't teach that out there anymore. But there's something to that, man. There's a caveman and a cave woman. And she wants him to go out and kill something and drag it back to the cave. The thing is, you're so busy, you're doing jobs you don't like, you're an uncle to your children or an aunt. You want to be interactive with your kids. I think the greatest thing about this business is it allowed me to go to my kids' soccer games, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Taekwondo, the graduation. I always had time to do things with the kids. Yeah. Because I had that freedom. Gosh, what's that? What's freedom worth? Man, a lot, everything. Can you send me this recording, by the way? Yeah, I'd love to. I'm blown away by it, man. It's a lot of good stuff, and I'll send it right to you. No problem. And do a plug for yourself on this. Oh yeah. Well, hey, realestatewholesalerclub.com. I've got a free real estate lease purchase course for you if you want to go over there and check it out. Check it. This is one of the good guys in the business. This is some of that shut up money. So you can tell all your doubts and fears, shut up. That's really one of these days we've got to do a video and you got to talk about how you came to that slogan there. I stole it from Ron LeGrand. It's that easy. Did you really? Okay. I put the hashtag in front of it though. See, he's too old school for that. So there you go. See, and last word. Just because you're getting older and everything, my thing is I told Claudia, I'll never retire till my last day on the planet. Why? Why would you? Why would I retire from something? And financially, I could retire without sounding like a jerk here. I could retire financially. Got more than we need, Yeah. But the thing is, I love it. I enjoy it. I'm passionate about it. I get to help people. I get compensated for it. And I can stay contemporary. I know the new technology, new web social media marketing. It keeps you cool. Claude, I'm going to have our house paid off by the end of the year. How good is that? They call that a mortgage burning party? Woo, I don't know. It's cool. We've never done that before. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's great. What's the secret of success? Low overhead, high profit. You don't have to go to college for that, for Harvard Business School for that. Oh, man, it's great. No, I love it. You get rid of all that. How do banks become rich? Because people are paying interest on those credit cards. You borrow $100, but you're paying them back $500 over 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's how come they got those big buildings. Pay for Same thing on a mortgage. Why would you want to get rid of the mortgage? You get an extra $100, you throw it against it. Yeah. Most people don't know that you can take a 30-year mortgage and make it into a 15-year mortgage by just throwing in a little extra money against the principal. Yeah, we've been doing that every month. And now it's just like, wow. And I'm about to just. In this society, if you've got the courage to reinvent yourself, to learn new things, to try things that maybe scare the hell out of you, but they're reasonable and other people are doing it. If you're in this capitalist society, which is getting a lot of criticism right now, one person who's got the stones, who's got the chutzpah, the unmitigated gall, the guts, the guts to change, to learn new things and try new things. They can have anything they want.
Oh yeah.
Or who else has a lifestyle, like people can in this country?
It's crazy.
And it all
so
takes,
good.
like you've proved it. I've proved it. A lot of our students have proved it. Just going out there, talking to people, giving them good value, treating them the way you want to be treated. It's not that hard.
Well said. Well said. Hey, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Send me this recording.
I will. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. A whole bunch of you are watching. Good. Hope you enjoyed it. It was just one of those short conversations, and Justin's just a great guy. And he asked me that question about the evolution of my marketing. And literally we went from 10,000 a month to today, I'm actually getting paid for my marketing. I've spoken about that on a Beer with Claude Fridays that I do every Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Pacific time. Google, which owns YouTube, I have so many videos out. I put out so much content on YouTube, and they now send me a check every month. It's a nice check, pays my cable bill and my Verizon bill. We have 4 phones on the Verizon bill, so it's pretty good about the marketing and how it's changed everything. So depending on what business you're in, if you're putting out consistent content, it's interesting, it's humorous, it's fun, you're having a good time on the camera, you're not reading a script, hello, you guys know that, you're going to have an audience, a following. People are going to want your content. Content marketing through social media is the best thing you can do, and it costs you nothing. You don't have to do mailers. You don't have to hire virtual assistants. You don't have to spend hours and hours doing cold calls. People will come to you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Who's on? Oh, my buddy Sean Osby is here. Ryan W. Thank you guys for joining me. This was just a quick video. I just wanted to share this with you. I have some more stuff I'm probably going to do tomorrow. I love taking the real conversations and just share, with permission, of course. And thanks again to Justin. This is the greatest business in the world. You can work from anywhere you want. You just have to learn how to give good phone, how to do a little marketing so you have quality leads every day, 3, 4, 5 people a day. You don't have to hunt and knock on doors and do hundreds of phone calls and all that cold call and rejection. If you have a gut sales system based on psychology, understanding how people think, how to persuade and influence people, how to positively manipulate people, create that right environment. And if you do your marketing, you've got good people to talk to. That's all you need. My name is Claude Diamond. I hope you enjoyed this. This was kind of a spontaneous broadcast. And go to my webpage, claudediamond.com. I got free books there. It's on that little thing spinning on the bottom here. And take care, because nobody deserves success more than you. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good day.